1001 Things Everyone Should Know About African American History by Jeffrey C Stewart. Voting Rights Act of 1965. Before the passage of the Voting Rights Act in 1965, most blacks could not vote in the United States. Most blacks still lived in the South and were denied the right to vote by a variety of covert restrictions and overt intimidation and violence. That fact was made clear by the famous Selma to Montgomery March in 1965, when Alabama state troopers mercilessly beat marchers on their way to the state capitol to demand their right to vote. In response, Congress passed the Voting Rights Act of 1965, signed by President Lyndon Johnson on August 6, that declared unconstitutional any state law that imposed qualifications preventing citizens from voting in federal elections because of their race or color. The act outlawed all tests and taxes required to vote. Moreover, the act created a mechanism for dealing with patterns of race discrimination in voting. If complaints reached the U.S. Attorney General that residents of a certain state were denied the right to vote because of their race or color, or if the ratio of non-white persons to white persons registered to vote suggested that some voters were unregistered because of their race or color, then the Attorney General was to instruct the Civil Service Commission to appoint examiners to maintain lists of persons eligible to vote. The act prevented states from changing their voting qualifications or their voting districts for a period of 5 years without review by the Attorney General.